Hi friends, do you remember my friend, the rainbow fish? Here's the rainbow fish when it looked really pretty with all of its shiny scales. But rainbow fish learned to share. And after he learned how to share, he only kept one for himself and gave the rest to his friends to enjoy. And he had more friends in the ocean that way. Today we're going to make our own rainbow fish. Your rainbow fish will look something like this when you're done. Do you see the shiny scale? You can have lots of colorful scales and a shiny scale. Or you might make your rainbow fish with all of his pretty shiny scales before he gave them away. It's up to you. One of the things I'm going to give you in my email is a template. You'll have something so you can cut out a rainbow fish. After you cut out a rainbow fish out of any color construction paper you like, something like this one, okay? Make a semicircle line like this so that you know that you don't want to put any scales on that side of the fish. You're going to leave this part just the color of the paper. This part is where you're going to put the scales. I use tissue paper for the scales, and I've drawn you a scale idea of what size maybe to make them as a template. You can make them any size you want, but this is a good size if you'd like to try that. And you'll also need an eye. You can cut an eye this size out of construction paper, or you can just cut out the one that's right there that's already black, and you will glue it on your fish like that. So you will need some scales like this, some little tissue paper scales in different colors. And you're going to put glue all over this side of your fish, up here, around in here, on the tail, and in the bottom. And then you're going to layer like this, just right on top, scales to cover up your fish. Okay. Now, when you do this, some of your scales are going to go over more than just the fin. There's going to be some parts that hang off like that. Okay. Don't worry about it. After your fish is completely covered up, don't forget to do one shiny scale. This is made from aluminum foil. Put one shiny scale on with the other tissue paper scales, or make more of these and have lots of shiny ones if you want to. But then when it's all dry, then flip your fish over, and any of the little scales that are sticking out that were too big off the sides, well, you'll be able to see them, and you can just trim them off with the scissors, okay? And then your fish will still look like a fish with its scales and its shiny scale. One tip on this, if you're making aluminum scales and you want to layer, you can flip the aluminum a few different times to make a few scales. Put paper in between them when you're cutting it out, just basic white paper. Because if you don't, then when your scissors trim around the edges, it makes the scales mesh together on the edges of the aluminum foil, and it makes it impossible to separate them. So, tip of the day. And then you have a black eyeball, of course, to put on your fish. Okay, so I hope you have a good time making a beautiful rainbow fish. Have fun, and please send me photos. I'd love to see them.